Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very fun Smash convo about the wrap-up of 3 years. There will be a bit of final character talk. There will be a lot of overall talk. And just cool shenanigans. Because I have 3 people here that enjoy Smash like myself. And also have all been on the channel a couple times, which is great to have them back. We have lowkeymatt.
Hello, everybody. It is your boy, your man, lowkeymatt, back at it again with Sakurai Kibiji. Nice to be back with you, man. It's been a while, so great to be back with you, man, and excited to talk about Smash because wow, it's almost over, and I think it's really cool that I'm getting to talk about it with you, man.
That was an intro.
That was an intro.
No, it's good to be back. And Billybae, hello, good sir.
A quick hello, or if you want to be funny, you can say a quick phrase or sound instead, XD.
I know, that was the plan. And then Matt's just like, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back, bro.
Yeah, I'm good to be here. I haven't been here in a while. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but hyped to talk about some Smash and maybe reveal some feelings about the game.
Yes. Yes, lots of transparency. And last but not least, Captain Kid, aka...
Challenger pack number 11. Sorry to spoil it, guys, but I am in Smash Bros. I know you all were waiting for the 5th, but it's me actually. So it's a little bit of spoilers there, but you'll be excited. The reveal trailer's awesome. We worked hard on it. So, but yeah, thank you for having me on. It's good to be here.
Kid, can you tell us what your stage is and what track you use?
No, I gotta leave that one, as a surprise. It does have to do with Animal Crossing, though. Just little tidbit there.
So you, Doom Guy, and Isabel will be in a trailer together.
Yeah, Doom Guy is not in though.
Yeah.
I kill him right before I get my splash screen, and then he just gets relegated to a me costume, and then American fans are mauling.
Fans are mauling. And really quick, if people that are live here can let us know, is everything running hunky-dory? But if you're live, thank you very much for coming. I will have a window open to see little random comments that might get shouted out. Love to see. But yeah, today I got these 3 here as well as me to talk not about the final character alone, but just a lot of things about the overall journey that we've had the past 3 years. Now you might say like, but it's not December. When did Smash come out? December 8th?
December 8th, yeah, or 7th or 8th, one of the two.
Hey,
Probably
fun
depends
fact,
on where you're at.
Infinite comes out on December 8th too. Halo Infinite comes out on Smash's 3rd anniversary. We'll get to that. But yeah, so we're just gonna be talking about the 3-year hype journey. Not like from launch to this, but like literally, the months building up to launch, and now the months or years we've had building up to this, final moment. And to just kind of like get us, build character arcs with each of us. Matt, if you had kind of an elevator pitch of kind of like one of your earliest memories with Smash and what let you stick with it, what would you say?
Okay, so I got a Wii for Christmas back in, I think, 2007, because I remember I got Mario Galaxy with it. So that was my first Nintendo home console. I had like a Game Boy before, but not like a GameCube or anything like that. So I never played Melee or anything like that. And I had no idea what Smash was beforehand. But one day I walked into GameStop and like, hey, the cover looks cool. There's a lot of characters that I might know on there. It's like, hey, I'll get that. And it was Brawl, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And it was I had like such a fun time with it. It was not like a game I played. I never played like a fighting game before, so it was like a new concept to me. And Brawl, I know a lot of people don't like the game nowadays, but that was my first experience, and it was really fun just like going through Subspace Emissary, just playing through all the different characters, and I didn't know what like maining was back then either, so I just played a bunch of different characters back then and experimented, and it was a really fun time. And then when Smash 4 came around, I really got into that too, because that's around the time when I started becoming a YouTuber and really got into that. And when Smash Ultimate came around, I was really deep into the YouTube stuff. And I remember just making a bunch of Sora for Smash videos like every time a new character got announced. new characters about to be announced, I would always make a video like, is it gonna be Sora? So I have a lot of great memories YouTuber with that. But yeah, that's kind of like my basic history with it.
And okay. See, yeah, I share somewhat similar things with that. That I'll get to mine last year. But Billy, how about you? What was your earliest memory with Smash, and what kind of made you stick around with it?
So the first Smash game that I remember owning was Brawl on the Wii. I got a Wii like right near the end of the Wii's lifespan. I was the sort of kid who always got consoles a bit late into the generation. But I do remember when I was much younger, there's just this small memory of me playing Melee, like on the GameCube, randomly at a friend's house and thinking, this is really cool. I really love this adventure mode that they have in between all the story battles. And then I played Subspace Emissary on the Wii, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. I don't know who like half these people are, but I love it. I stuck around with Brawl for quite a while. I played it so much, it was probably my most played game on the Nintendo Wii. And then I moved on to Smash 4, just like everyone else. I was getting into the YouTube industry, so to speak, at the time, and I was really interested in watching reaction videos of Smash 4. I think that was when it was at its most hype. And I remember getting the 3DS game a few days early, because it released a few days early where I lived, and I just played it, got completely addicted to it. I've probably got more hours in that 3DS game than I have in any other Smash game combined. And then obviously when Ultimate came out, I wasn't planning on making videos on it. I was just going to do my usual, let's react to the character reveals and have a bit of fun. But then I wanted to make a few videos on some characters I would have liked to see in Smash, my main one being Isaac from Golden Sun. And from there, it all just kind of sparked off, and I just got sucked into the hype. And that's kind of what led me to where I am at the moment.
All right. And while my video tries to come back, because that happened during that story, Kid, how about you, as I try to get both of our stuff back? What was your earliest Smash memory?
Yeah, so I'm going to...
with it?
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to break rank a little bit and say that my earliest memories were not with Brawl, but were actually with Melee. I think I've only played 64 like a couple times in my entire life. But yeah, I grew up playing a lot of Melee. That was the go-to game whenever I would get together with my friends. Obviously, we had no idea what we were doing. You know, we were just little kids and just kind of messing around. But it was still a lot of fun. And that is, in terms of like content, that is the very first game I ever tried to make content. But I mean, it was obviously terrible, but my friends and I just tried to load up Melee and just play a few rounds, and we were like, oh, this will be funny, this will be great. And obviously the videos are terrible, and luckily they've been, you know, purged from the face of the internet, but they're gone now. And then in terms of just transitioning into Brawl, once I had started watching Brawl, or once I had started playing Brawl, I was, you know, a little bit older at that point. I felt like I was, at that point, I was beginning to get into that phase where it's like, I can beat all my friends, therefore I'm the best player in the world. So I had that mindset whenever I was first starting to play Brawl. I went to one Brawl tournament, and, you know, we beat like, I only entered doubles with me and my friend, and I think we beat one team of just like really little kids, and then that was it. And so, but that was my introduction to like competitive Smash. Then when Smash 4 came out, I was very involved in my local Smash 4 scene, pretty much up until the time that like Bayonetta came around and just killed the game. So, and then that was pretty much the end of my competing career. Then Ultimate comes out. I kind of get into a little bit of Ultimate, but never too much. I was actually in Japan whenever Ultimate came out, so it was a different experience being there and not really having many people to play with. So I think I would have actually enjoyed Ultimate more at launch, I think, if I was in the States and knew more people that I could play with. But it was just me and a couple of people from my dorm that I would play with. And then I got back and started making Ultimate content, and that kind of became the lifeblood of my channel for a while. And I feel like I'm still kind of viewed as a Smash YouTuber for the most part. So I would say that's kind of what stuck me with it. I mean, I've always enjoyed Smash. I think I enjoy it less now than I ever have, unfortunately, but I'm excited for the last DLC. I'm excited for it to finally be over.
We'll get to that.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. To see it end.
I can't wait to see it burn.
Dude.
That's
see, and so that was kind of like that's literally the next point. But I just wanted to say that so for me, it's funny hearing both Matt and Billy. You guys started with Brawl, or like your earliest memories are with Brawl, and then Billy like has literally memories of maybe Melee. I think for me, I prominently. My earliest memory is I was definitely messing with Smash 64. Not to step up, but I do. Like, I prominently
he's
remember.
a veteran.
I've been playing.
But the reason is because like I always went to my cousin Jesse's. I remember that. I always went to my cousin Jesse, and every time I went over there, we would play 64, and it was just fun. But I had no idea who any of these people were, except for just like Mario and Donkey Kong, and that was it. Like everybody else, who the hell is that? And yeah, just ever since I played that game, I kind of just was like, there's another one? Oh, this one's got more people? Oh, there's more stuff to do? Like it was so neat to see it step up every time. And now, once the Wii U one came out, it's funny because that's like, for a lot of us, for some reason, the Wii U is when... the Wii U is definitely when I started to really get super like, okay, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, no matter what, if they ever step up this Wii U one, I am in it. And then Ultimate happened, and it had the everyone is here reveal, which, fight me, that is still the best reveal for Smash Bros. Fight me, I think it is. Like, I love Banjo, I loved a lot of other stuff, but to me, being able to have everything previous come back, I was like, F yeah, dude. That's sick.
The moment they revealed Snake, it was magical.
Nah, and they literally followed Snake
back.
with
everyone is here and Pichu,
and,
right?
Pichu, yeah. So it's like even Melee people, like yeah, yeah. So that was cool, but yeah, and that's like a good transition to just we're talking about how we started to build up to this. And we're probably, am I fair to say all four of us were pretty into Ultimate when it was first coming out?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But so we all felt that way then. How do we feel now, Billy?
Oh, you're starting with me. Okay.
I'm mixing it up.
Ultimate, for me at the moment, I respect the hell out of the game that Sakurai has created. I think the roster is fantastic. The stage list is amazing, aside from lacking Pokefloats, but it is what it is.
Yes.
The soundtrack's amazing. The DLC has been top notch. I just can't really stand the fan base. And for me, the fan base has always been a very big part of Smash, because I think something that really brought a lot of us together, I feel, were those reveal trailers and reacting with all of these different fans. And that was so magical at the start. But then, as someone who based their channel off of Smash Ultimate specifically for about a year, it kind of loses its luster somewhat when all people want from you is more content from Smash, and you're maybe like not as interested in making so many videos and trying to keep up with all the speculation, because eventually there's just nothing to speculate about. And I think some of the Smash fan base can be a bit intense, and that really kind of turned me off of the game for quite a while. I don't play it that often anymore, but I'll always boot it up every time a new DLC character comes out, maybe just to have a bit of fun with the online and just take a look at the spirit board. But it's weird. I really think it was my favorite game of the year when it first came out, but looking back on it, it's kind of like, I don't know. It feels different now.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Like, because I would say the first year and a half, I was super into it, honestly. Like I was in it, like I was into the speculation, but that's just me. I hear so much about toxic fan bases that I get it. I am proud that I do my best to like tone it out and just be like, all right, this is what I'm excited about, and this is what I'm living for, and this is where I'm currently at. But whenever I hear about certain things, I get it. I 100% get it. Matt, are you kind of in a similar boat, or how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Like, compared to year 1 to year 3.
Yeah, I guess I would say the exact same thing with Billy, but for Kingdom Hearts, because if you don't know, I was called K8 Central for a very long time, and I only talked about Kingdom Hearts stuff for a long time, and that drove me insane, and that's what made me change the name so I could talk about a bunch of different stuff, and I think that has helped me a bit with the Smash stuff because I could talk about Kingdom Hearts and Smash and whatever else I want. But it does get annoying sometimes reading the comments on the Smash videos and what people have to say and the arguments that people get into, so it can get kind of annoying. But for the game itself, I think it has lived up to the name Ultimate. This is the ultimate Smash game. I don't think any other Smash game will compare to this in the future if they continue the series.
I mean, it's the best-selling fighting game of all time. So,
for real. Yeah. So I don't see what else they can do from here aside from just Ultimate 2.0.
Yeah.
And at that point, just keep calling it Ultimate and keep doing another Fighters Pass. So it's just like the ultimate Smash game. There's so much stuff in it. It can get overwhelming sometimes, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And I just I haven't had time to play Smash recently because I'm an adult. I have adult things to do now. I don't have as much time as I used to, so I'm not playing it as much. But of course, I am playing it whenever a new character comes up and I'm reacting to it and stuff. And I've been off of Twitter for a while now. I've been kind of staying off it, so I am not part of like the super toxic things. But whenever I look at it, I do see toxic stuff, and I'm like, okay, let's pull back a little bit. But reacting is always fun and stuff like that. And for the game itself, man, it's fun as hell. I love playing it whenever I get the chance, and it has lived up to its title, in my opinion.
Not someone in the comments. The only fighting game that has sold more is real life.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
There's that day, and I remember seeing Sakurai react to that too. I think it was like Street Fighter 2 or something like that, and he was like, "I cannot believe that we passed that," or something. I forgot, but he was like blown away by that. Kid, how are you feeling about everything? And curious, like you might have a YouTuber's persona as well on this, but on a personal level as well, I'm curious if there's anything like in comparison to year 1, year 3, or if you're not different at all, that's cool.
I think I mean, I would say it's changed a lot over the course of year 1 to year 3. I feel like year 1 speculation for new characters is really exciting, and now it's just kind of a pain. It's like, okay, let's get this wrapped up with. I like there's so many characters in, and now it's gotten to the point where it's opened up so many potential characters. The speculation is just a complete mess. I mean, you have no idea who it could be. Back in Brawl, back in Smash 4, it was a little bit easier to speculate, and then Cloud drops, and you're like, okay, and now anybody can be. And I mean, I feel like you kind of have that with Snake and Brawl too as well. But I feel like Cloud was really that first trailer where it was like, wow, anybody really can be in this game. So at least for me, I guess I didn't follow like the Brawl pre-reveal stuff as closely, or there wasn't DLC. So, but yeah, I would say that for me as well, like there was a lot more enthusiasm early on in the game, and I think just now having played Smash Ultimate for this many years, and I think Smash Ultimate was hurt a lot by the pandemic too. I just think that the online is so bad that not being able to play with people in person for 2 years is just awful. So the online experience for me has honestly
and it didn't help that Nintendo isn't exactly the most helpful company when it comes to handling like the online tournaments and the online Smash events, and that's a whole controversy in of itself.
I didn't even think of like the idea of the pandemic, like, because one of the coolest things about Smash, sorry to interrupt, Kid, but like is when you have people together playing it, that's the best time I have with my friends in person, is just everybody playing Smash together. And I guess the back half of this game, we didn't get to do that. It was only the online.
I mean, I feel like it pretty much just killed any momentum that the game had. I think Smash would be doing a lot better right now if the pandemic hadn't happened and in-person tournaments had kept up, and there was still hype around those as well. So I think it's just really unfortunate that had to happen. So
That's a super good point. I didn't even think of that. That's a really good point.
Smash Ultimate walked so Animal Crossing could run.
Yep.
Basically. Yeah, for me, I'm ready for the speculation stuff to be done, because that's definitely taken over. Like, we started this stream, I saw the comments, I saw, I forgot what they were saying, but I saw a few folks here, saying room for this last character when they came in, which is, it's awesome. Do that. Just don't bash people when you do that. But like, I'm still into that, and I admit there's a part of me that is going to miss it, but it's gotten to this place that it's old. That's the thing. This is the longest we have had this kind of a cycle with Smash. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like the Wii U one.
Well, people have mentioned that basically there was only 1 year or 2 years between the end of the Wii U DLC and the start of Ultimate. So in a way, it's almost like the cycle never stopped. It's just kept going and going and going, and it's been going for 7-8 years now. We need a break.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody, but even the people who don't think they need a break, you probably do. You just don't realize it yet.
Yeah. That's exactly how I'm feeling. It's just like, I'm good. It's been a long time, just like you were saying, Billy. I appreciate or it was Matt, I don't know, maybe all of us were saying it, but just the whole package that is Smash Ultimate is wild. It is wild what this game is, and how many, over 100 stages it has, like 80 characters. And let's not forget, like, even the representation through, like, the Mii outfits and the Spirit Board stuff. There are so many franchises
that we've just never heard of before. That
like Undertale is in this game. Undertale is in this game. That's wild. That's wild.
Toby Fox is going places, man.
He is.
He always finds a way.
I'm that man.
Yeah, but just the whole package that is Smash, like, it will, for me, because again, I do my best, like, and this goes with anything, for like movies, games, music, whatever. It will probably label me as a bad person in a lot of people's eyes. I totally get that. I get so razor focused on, like, damn, that was a good song. Damn, that was a good game. Instead of like, but they killed babies to do it. But I really liked it. but like, when I look at Smash Ultimate, it is one of my all-time favorite games, hands down, because of just so much that's in it. Like, what's something that you really love about Ultimate, Matt, that, like, besides the roster, like, if we all ignored the roster, what's a feature or a new addition or just something about the game that you really appreciate? Maybe one thing. Don't go like overall, but just like one thing.
One thing I really liked is that they brought back the single player stuff. I really liked that they brought, because that was one of my main things with Brawl. I used to play that just all the time with the Subspace Emissary and stuff like that. And the fact that they brought that back, I think it's just, I spent hours playing that and trying to find my way around. It was forever. I still haven't finished it. Yeah, I still haven't finished it. But it brings me back to those Brawl days of having that, and how they made it so unique and so different from Subspace and made its own unique thing. I think that was a really good addition.
Yeah. How about you, Billy? What's something you appreciate most about Smash? One aspect of it.
In terms of Ultimate, I think for me, the one thing that will always stand above everything else is the music, the soundtrack. This is probably the most. This is probably what the most video game tracks, like, in a video game ever. There's like over 1,000 at this point. I mean, including the DLC. When you look at Fatal Fury, Terry's DLC, bringing in like 50 different songs, and like, YouTubers are eating so well because Sakurai has given us so many background music.
YouTubers are eating well.
Can I switch mine? Because I want to make that mine now.
Yeah, Billy stole what I was going to say. So
the music,
pretty much point for point, that was about everything I was going to say about Ultimate.
Oh, and also the fact that we have, not only just is the music great, but the composers and the people that worked on the music are all incredibly talented people. Like, you've got Yoko Shimomura, you've got Motoi Sakuraba, you've got Grant Kirkhope came in and did a song for Banjo and Kazooie, which he was, I believe, the first Western developer to actually do a song for Smash. That's insane. It's breaking new ground.
Yeah. The music is 900 over 900 tracks at launch, dude. And then Terry came in and just added like another 10%.
And probably 45 of those I've never listened to.
Does anybody else do this? I'm curious. When I first play any of the DLC things, I don't even go to the character. I just go to the music and like listen to the tracks.
Yes,
I do that
just
after I record the video. I speed through all the songs after I record the video. Like, what music am I using? So that's the second
I do that,
step.
man. I just am curious because then, like, when I'm playing on the stage, I'm like, all right, I want to listen to that one, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But Billy,
think
that
it's
was pretty
funny,
much
though.
yours. Sorry, go ahead.
I talk.
Sorry.
Oh, it's just. I think it's funny how little I actually play with the music on in Smash Bros. I almost am always playing with no music on. So
I figured that's like how you and Alpha do it, because I was like, how did they add this music without the music? But I just figured you guys play without it.
Yep.
But you do that by
play with
default.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just don't ever turn it back on because then I risk not turning it back off, and then it's like, oh no, this video's ruined. So
Right. So
Okay,
you never have
before
heart
we
attacks
continue-
then.
what's that?
Because no music to me is stressful. Like I feel like, I'm all the more in it, kind of a thing.
If there's
Sorry,
no
Billy.
music,
Come over
you
and
can
play and they'll be
appreciate
like,
sound effects.
I've never tried that. I need to try that. Holy shit.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
That it's stressful to me, anyways.
I don't
Not
know.
to kid.
You get used to it. Yeah. I'm like 5 years in it. I was doing that back in Smash 4. So honestly, I don't even know why I said that music is my favorite anymore because I don't listen to it when I play Smash Bros.
I've got to ask though, just out of sheer curiosity, what's everyone's favorite like music track in Smash?
Ooh, I don't know. Spiral Mountain is a really good one.
That's hard.
I'm partial
I would have
to
to look through.
style savvy ring a ding.
And that's just the music I've been using a lot of my background. So
Yeah, I would have to just that's what I need to do. Just like look through my music playlist that I have and just see which one I default to
Use
a lot of the
most.
time.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
there's
Titus
just
was
so
here in
many
the stream earlier, and he would be very happy about that ring-a-ding comment.
It's the anytime I host an online lobby in Smash Ultimate, ring a ding is the music. You just have to get with it or go home.
I
Don't
want to
you
hear
get
chat answer
copyright
that.
struck
Chat,
for
what's-
using that though?
I have
Maybe.
never made a video out of
I'm
playing on
pretty
that,
sure
so-
that one's copyright. I think.
I keep it low enough
anything
to where
with
the YouTube
Japanese
thing.
lyrics, dude. Anything with Japanese
Yeah.
lyrics. Take it from me as somebody that did a lot of anime content. Can't use nothing with Japanese lyrics. It just
No.
don't work.
Unfortunate.
Chad, I want to hear that too. What's your favorite track, Billy? I don't know. I don't want to say the Megalovania. That's part. And
Why
I
not?
feel
Megalovania
I want it to
is
be, I want it to
amazing.
be a remix. I want it to be like a remix, like a Smash.
Well,
original.
Megalovania
Yeah,
was a
Megalovania is
remix.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You played yourself.
I haven't.
You're
I need to listen
right.
to that again.
Guile's theme is a good one. I was just looking through. I
Oh,
saw Guile's
yes.
theme as well.
We're
I would
turning
also
this
say the
into, like,
Persona remixes as well. The
Yeah.
Behind the Mask remix was fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, the
I used that
Persona
in
music
all
was
of my
good.
videos back when the P5 DLC just dropped. So
And Titus is saying Ring-a-Ding is the most used lobby music, unironically, lol. Okay, so yeah, there's things like and for me, Matt was saying the kind of the return to single player World of Light, which lasts long ass time. Don't do that on hard mode, man. It takes forever.
Oh God, no.
It takes a long time on hard mode. And Billy and Kid are talking about the music. For me, that's actually tough because you guys kind of no. I know. I 100% know mine. It is the dog being in the game. No, I'm just kidding. It is. I freaked out about this when it was first revealed. It's such a little thing. Squad Strike. I'm so pissed that that's not part of the online yet. I love Squad Strike. That is like the most. When I saw that, I was so stoked, and I don't know. Like I nobody talks about it but me. But I love Squad Strike. Whenever people come over, I'm always the one to suggest it. But I just really appreciated that in like Smashdown being new modes to add to Smash that are like things that people did, but now there's like an official mode to do it. Now there is the stamina battle. Now there is squad strike. Now there is Smashdown. I just like I like that stuff.
Since I personally never played Smash like in person with people, I just don't have that sort of community around where I am. I never really was that interested in those modes, but damn, I remember everyone was asking, we want a mode where we can play as one character and then die, and then we respawn as a different character. And I just think the fact that Sakurai just listened to so much feedback and added so many of these extra modes and customizable rules as well, there's just you can get like the perfect Smash game for your group, no matter what you want.
You got Smash meters. You got Smash meters. Forgot about that too. That's the thing that just I appreciate that Ultimate wasn't just here's more characters. It's like here's World of Light, here's Spirits, here's a bunch of music, here's all these stages, here's Squad Strike, here's Smashdown, here's Stamina. Just it's good. It's a legitimate Smash 5 instead of what we all thought it was going to be, Smash 4.5.
And don't forget stage morphing.
Stage morphing, yes.
Stage morphing.
Yep. So see, so we've been talking about this overall game that's if you're just joining us, this is all about reflecting on the 3-year journey that Smash has had, rather than just talking about the final character or just focusing on the roster, because there's so much to appreciate about the game itself, in my opinion, and sure, other things surrounding the game are things that could hamper that we talked about, but the game itself is awesome. And Sakurai, just thank you for making it. But if we went into that topic that I see the chat like every now and then hopping into, like I saw somebody earlier, Sora and Crash for Smash or whatever. But before we get to that part, the game launched with Everyone Is Here. And Sakurai said out of the gate, like, just because everyone's coming back, don't expect too many new characters. And yet, there's still so many new characters he added. It's ridiculous. So, between like both the launch roster, like of new characters, as well as the DLC peeps, is there any like 2 or 3 big highlights to you personally? Kid, how about you start? Like, is there any 2 or 3, both between the roster, the launch, and the DLC? What was kind of some favorites of yours?
In terms of base roster, I mean, I would have to say that the most exciting thing was just everybody coming back. The brand new characters that they added at launch, I was like just kind of indifferent on. I guess they're cool. And I mean, I feel like a lot of days now, after I got Steve was my most wanted character.
Yes.
So once Steve got in,
He literally broke Twitter.
I was fine.
He broke Twitter.
So I'd say that was definitely, I mean, that's why whenever people ask me who I want now, I just don't have an answer, because I got the character I wanted. I just don't want Sora in. That's all I ask. And but now I kind of rate them more on how they play. Like Pyra and Mithra, I've never played Xenoblade, but I love their play style. So in a way, DLC Fighter Pass 2 was almost more exciting for me because 1, the character I've always wanted got added, and 2, I think the most fun character in the game was added. So for those reasons alone, I would almost say that I enjoyed the second Fighter Pass more, even though I think the first Fighter Pass had maybe, I don't know. I think both have been good. I think both have like one weak rep in like Min Min and Byleth in terms of just their overall impact on a character being added to Smash. And then they have like, you've got like Banjo in Fighter Pass 1, Sephiroth in Fighter Pass 2. I don't know. There's just like iconic characters in both, and there's some that are kind of lackluster in both.
So you lean towards Fighters Pass 2, Kid?
Just because of Steve. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because of Steve.
And then Pyra and Mithra because they're fun to play.
Billy, you got excited about Steve. How about you? Like, what between like the new characters in the launch and DLC, what do you think?
Well, just going back to the base roster, I was quite excited for the base roster, less so because of the characters they added, and more because back then that was when I was doing my Rate Their Chances series, where I speculated on who would make it into the base roster, and just saying, I got most of them correct. Just letting people know that, in case anybody wants to come for me. But I think like the additions of Ridley and King K. Rool especially were extremely big, because Ridley had that whole, he was a boss character in the last game, he's too big, and then Sakurai was like, no, we're adding him. And then everyone wanted K. Rool, and people were thinking, no, he's too old. And then Sakurai was like, K. Rool, and it was. And then
that was the cool thing about Ridley and K. Rool. They were like in that like upper group that people really wanted too. I believe
they had always been very consistent requests from Brawl and even pre-Brawl.
Yeah,
and the fact that they made it in gave hope for so many other old school characters.
Like they're listening, kind of thing. Yeah,
and then we got Incineroar. But it's okay because Incineroar was fun. I will give him that. But
watch, they're gonna release Cinderace on the 5th.
No!
It's gonna be a Pokemon.
No,
I have
my
100% my expectation. That's 100% my expectations.
As for the DLC though, DLC Pack 1, it was hype because it was DLC. It was the first DLC for Ultimate we were getting. But when I look back at the characters, the only one that I realistically like to play is Joker. And I actually played Persona 5 because Joker got added to Smash. People made me play the game, and I streamed it all on Twitch. It was great, and I love how Joker is just so perfectly emulated from his game. But I was never into Dragon Quest, so Hero didn't do it for me. Banjo was super hype for everyone who wanted him, but I never really grew up with the Banjo games. And I don't know about you guys, and I don't know if this is a controversial topic, but I don't think Banjo's moveset is particularly interesting or that unique, I guess. He feels like a newcomer who's got a moveset that feels like it belongs more in Smash 4 than it does in Smash Ultimate.
Yes, and here's the thing though, that's why I freaking love him, because I
Fair
love
enough.
the most basic characters. Like when I played Steve, I'm like, he ain't not gonna be for me. 'Cause I love the most basic characters, and that's why I was like, yeah, Banjo. You have a good description. He feels like he's from a previous game.
Banjo side B go
should've been.
invincibility frames.
Yeah.
He should have been added way back in the day, so they gave him a basic moveset to represent that. So
yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
Like they haven't
feels
seen
right.
Donkey Kong in years, so if Donkey Kong's gonna have the same uninspired moveset that he's had for the last 25 years, then maybe Banjo should deserve an uninspired moveset as well.
Yeah, fair enough. In terms of Terry and Byleth, I was hyped for Byleth in the sense that I had just played
Let's not
Fire
go
Emblem
through
Three Houses.
each of them, but
Dang.
I know
You just cut him
because
off.
we have a lot of things to hit.
Fine, okay, I prefer DLC
I just want to get like
Pack
overall
2.
like a couple of your highlights, like the couple highlights
Okay,
from
okay,
the
okay,
launch
okay.
and all the DLC.
You want highlights? Steve from Minecraft
Yes.
is my highlight. I have
You
been
were
a
literally
Minecrafter.
crying.
I have been my channel was a Minecraft channel and still kind of is a Minecraft channel, and that game has shaped a lot of my life up to this point. It's like
Yes.
why most of my community came together before I even got into Smash. And seeing Steve just break through the wall and just stare at Mario with his soulless gaze, it was the most fantastic feeling. He's not my most wanted character. That will always go to Isaac from Golden Sun, but he was like up there in my top 3, and he's one of
Yes.
those characters that I'm just shocked happened. I just can't believe. I still can't believe it. It's been a year,
I can't
and
either.
the only one sad part about Steve though was that they didn't have enough music for him. We needed more like old school Minecraft music, but I don't know if there was maybe copyright issues or something going on there. But there was nothing
While
from
I-
the original.
While I agree, I do like the remixes they did. They made them
I
very
like
like
it.
Smashified, you know, like
Right,
exciting
right.
fight music, because Minecraft is
Oh,
so
I-
like lo-fi, you know.
Yeah, I love the remixes they did. I just wish that we had like actual music from
More.
the original Minecraft game. Even if it
Yes.
was remixed, I think that would have been really cool, because all we got it was from Minecraft dungeons and stuff like that, and didn't really play that. So,
Yeah.
and I would also say Sephiroth and Pyro and Mithra are also two big highlights. Sephiroth just because that trailer, that Sephiroth trailer, Mario died so Sephiroth could run.
That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, and as Kid said earlier, Pyro and Mithra, like they mechanically are one of the most interesting characters in the game. It's great to have a transformation character that actually works really well, because I always felt like with Zelda and Sheik in Brawl, it was interesting, but I never really got to grips with like their moveset and how useful they were. Whereas with Pyra and Mithra, they are both so clearly defined in what they can do, and it's so easy to switch between them that it just makes for such an exciting playstyle.
Yes.
So DLC Fighter Pass 2, regardless of who the final character is, has my vote.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's been a kind of, we're kind of hitting two of my talking points at once, where like I wanted to know people's highlights from the new characters, and if you had to choose a pass, which one. Matt, I want to like give you a chance to talk here, because I remember I remember I saw your Steve reaction. You're like, "Is it Steve? Is it Steve?" But I never forget that, dude.
It's a classic.
That's like,
it's a classic. People
But,
my friends make fun of it to me to this day. but
yeah, overall, favorite
overall,
like 3 characters.
I mean, every one of you just stole all my. You've been talking about all the points I was gonna say for like the past 6 minutes, but yeah, Steve definitely highlight. Banjo is still my most viewed reaction video, and that was really fun. I get to do that with Jaden and Prodigy. Those were really fun. And those were probably my 2 most hype. And Sephiroth was really hyped too, but it's honestly kind of a tie between the Fighters Pass 1 and Fighters Pass 2. They both have really great characters, and they both have super hype stuff. So I don't know which one to pick right now.
Yeah,
You'll have to wait
of
and see. You'll know on the 5th.
And as for the most wanted character, I used to run a Kingdom Hearts channel, so guess which was my most wanted character?
The one my least wanted.
Yeah.
Donald Duck.
We haven't gotten to that part yet, but yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I figured maybe Sephiroth would be a thing, but for me, I'm somewhat with Matt in terms of like Pass 1 versus Pass 2, because by the way, and I want to see the chat say this, which by the way, I do want to shout out somebody earlier before we started talking about this, was Maya, and they were saying like, I really love the idea of the spirits. I miss trophies, but spirits feel like a great way to give more series some love. I just wish they still gave them a little description or something. So I appreciate you shouting that out, because like there's a lot of still character talk. We're now in character talk a bit, but yeah, I do appreciate that about spirits. But for me, of the launch new characters, I was like, it was inevitable, but I was so happy about Squidling, like, or Inkling, sorry, Squidling. Inkling, yeah. I was so happy about that, and that's of course like the first one that, like, that was literally the reveal trailer, was they had like an Inkling looking at the Smash Ball. I'm like, let's freaking go, dude. It's about time. But I main Ridley for sure. Yeah, Ridley's definitely my main in terms of the new characters of the launch roster, but Banjo's my boy, man. That is still just like you, Matt, like that before I had like a very unfortunate hijacking at the end of 2019. That was like one of my peak reactions, and I legitimately like tore my shirt off and was like, fuck yeah, kind of a thing. Because I wanted that boy in so much. Not because I'm like personally connected with him too much, but I'm just like, I just feel like he'd be a perfect character for Smash. That's literally the only reason. It's not like Chief and Sora are from my 2 favorite game franchises of all time, but I wanted Banjo more. Why? Because I'm like, I just feel like he fits in Smash really well. But so that's why I was excited about that. And from the Fighters Pass 2, there isn't any character that's personal to me. I think the biggest for me is probably it's between Steve and Sephiroth, because both of them I was like, are you serious? Kind of a thing.
I mean, they're definitely like the 2 biggest characters.
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
But like,
I think there's like a huge gap between them, and then Kazuya probably being them.
Yeah.
There was just so there's definitely a gap, but like the thing I appreciate most about Fighters Pass 2 is, gun in my head, I'll say Sephiroth there, but no, I'll say Steve actually. But
I'll say Sephiroth.
Sephiroth is the one holding the gun.
Sephiroth's the one holding the gun.
There's a Masasume to your head.
The thing that I appreciate, and I'm really curious if you guys in the chat feel the same about Fighters Pass 2, is I was just caught off guard so much more by it. And that's me. But like Fighters Pass 1, for some reason I was like, okay, I see that kind of a thing. Or like, hey, it's Banjo. People wanted that. Or okay, Hero makes sense because they have this promotion. Or others by the, and it's like it was characters minus Byleth that I was totally cool with and were fine. But then Pass 2, it's like, is anybody talking about Min Min right now? And Sephiroth, people keep talking about Sora, but here's this other Square Enix character.
Yep.
And then like, oh, Kazuya instead of Heihachi. Interesting. And it's like, it threw me off so much this pass. And
Fighters
I love
Pass
that.
2, in terms of the speculation, was very much about fuck your speculation. Can I swear here, by the way? I apologize. Yeah.
right.
Sakurai just said fuck the speculation. Oh, Springman was an assist trophy. We're just going to add Min Min from ARMS instead. Oh, Steven Alex, another Microsoft representative. Here you go. Oh, you want Sora? Have fucking Sephiroth and new Final Fantasy content, a new stage, actual music. Pyra and Mithra, we gave Rex a Mii costume, but no, we're just gonna add Pyra and Mithra together. Fuck Rex, we don't need him. We just need the women. And Kazuya, obviously Heihachi. And obviously, Heihachi got added as a Mii costume, and everyone thought, oh, well, he's going to be the Tekken rep, and if he's a Mii costume, he's not coming in. And then they're like, we'll get his son in instead. And it just...
But that's what I mean. It just like throws us off, and I appreciate that.
And obviously, and sorry, I completely forgot Challenger Pack 11, Kid, you over there. I mean, you completely threw off the entirety of speculation.
We would never have expected
Nobody
Kid.
was expecting that one.
No.
You know, there who is the person? Is it Kojima that goes like, "Did you like that?" or something? I think it was Kojima. I'm picturing like it's Sakurai after Kid gets revealed. Did you expect that?
Nobody's expecting that one.
Didn't he say something?
Unless you're
similar
watching it right now.
Didn't he say something when Steve was revealed? Like he was like, "So what did you think of that?" Just like in like a really matter of fact like way. I don't remember the exact moment, but I'm sure
Who could have predicted that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so if I lean one way or the other, I don't know. I think I like I'd probably go Fighters Pass 2, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty with Matt. I'm pretty like toss and turned about. I'm not super one way or the other. But
Diamond pickaxe to your head, you have to make a choice. Yeah.
I guess I lean to 2 only because of how shocking everything was, and it's only Byleth. If Byleth wasn't in the first pass, then I would probably lean towards Pass 1. But
Byleth really brings the stock down. But Byleth's still a good character, but brings the stock down.
Byleth's still a good character, but just not for the DLC. That's kind of what I feel like, not DLC. But anyways, okay. Everybody keeps spamming this in the chat. Crash for Smash, Sora for Smash and stuff. So let's get this out of the way, boys. What would you want the least, Billy? And then we'll go to Matt. Who do you want most, Matt?
Oh, here we go.
Who do I want the least?
No, okay.
We touched upon it earlier, but
Billy, just take the show.
I will be so not upset because I'm not going to get upset over a video game, but I would be very disappointed if it were a Pokemon. I don't think Pokemon needs any more characters. I don't think
fully what I'm
need
expecting.
Cinderace. But the one character that I'm very scared it's going to be is the protagonist from the new Shin Megami Tensei game. I think they could realistically make them a promotional edition. They've already collabed with Atlas before for Joker, and they did the same thing with Byleth. So, and it's a Switch exclusive. So they kind of have, I see it happening, and I'm scared.
Here's the annoying part, bro. If that happened, I would be like, you know what? It's unexpected, so I get it. It's something I unexpect. I'm like, I'm happy. All right. Least desired from you, Matt. Let's go to you, Matt. Least desired from you.
He took just
somebody
Pokemon
that you're like,
pick.
no. The Pokemon one,
it would probably oh my god, that's a hard because he took the one that I was gonna do. Maybe if it's another Fire Emblem thing, which I doubt. I think Yeah, just Fire Emblem, sure. But something else, probably like maybe like Capcom thing, another Capcom. That would probably not. I'm not big into Capcom stuff, so that'd be really disappointing for me. Anything does not start with an S and ends with an A would be disappointing for me. But I'd be happy for
We're
anyone
talking about
to
bottom
get it.
here. We're talking about bottom.
Yeah. But
So Pokemon and Fire Emblem.
yeah, essentially.
It's funny, like just to go to me here before we get to Kid, because Kid's gonna start a whole debate here probably. But for me,
we go.
I don't think they will do Fire Emblem. But if I did see another Fire Emblem character, that'd be like the most traumatizing thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna happen because they already hit their newest one. So I would find the Pokemon thing more likely personally, which I will somewhat respect in the sense that like at least every gen got a Pokemon, because I would want it to be something from Sword and Shield if they did. But even
Gen 3 didn't get a Pokemon.
Yeah, with the
That's
poor
true.
left out
That's true.
generation.
Gen 5 didn't get a
We deserve
Pokemon.
it.
I don't want a Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
Like after you said that,
Sword
okay,
and
now I don't
Shield,
want
get the
to
fuck out of here, please.
Pokemon's the bottom now for me. Pokemon's the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I like. That's it. Like for me, a
Yeah.
Pokemon. I don't think they'll do Fire Emblem, but just a Pokemon character is probably the only thing I'll be like, man. I'll still accept the package, but man.
Yeah.
kind of
If they
thing.
don't end on a super hype character, everyone's gonna be pissed. If they do a safe choice, if
Yeah.
they, even if it's like even slightly unexpected, I think people are going to be disappointed. If they don't go all out.
If it's not Goku, that video's getting massive dislike bomb.
I see like 3 D guards, like Lisa Zard and first party rep. Just I think it's like just first party rep, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I would go that too.
I don't know. Like there might be a cool first
Depends
party
on
rep,
the
but I'm just not.
Depends on the
I
franchise, I guess.
think as long as it's not one that's just super overrepresented, like
Exactly. Yep.
who's
If
gonna
it's
be
from a
mad if it's
Nintendo
like
property
freaking
that isn't
Funky
represented
Kong?
enough, cool.
Funky cool.
Like, it would be nice if the final DLC character like brought with it some original content, like a new
Yes.
franchise, just so that we
Yeah.
can get one more in there before it ends.
Yes. Kid, all right. Least character. You don't want to
we
see
go.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very vocal about this for a long time. If Sora gets in the game, I'm quitting Smash Bros. I'm never touching the game ever again. That is the one character that I do not want. I will die on that hill.
So can we dive into like 30 seconds as to why?
I just don't want Kingdom Hearts fans to be happy. I think it's a stupid franchise.
Oh.
I just don't
Sorry, I
want
know we got
Kingdom
some
Hearts
Kingdom
fans
Hearts
to be
lovers in
happy.
here, but
You can just say that about literally any franchise. I don't want Halo fans to be happy. I don't want Crash fans to be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you bring up a good point. I don't want Halo fans to be happy. Master Chief, no.
Bro. And that's my number 2, bro, really.
Yeah, I think Matt and I will be more on the same page, but
I think
But
Sora.
that's
I
the
mean,
beauty.
you guys want a Mickey Mouse looking dude to join Smash Bros as the final DLC character?
He
Like,
doesn't
come
even
on.
look like he's an
Come on.
anime dude.
He's got
He's
the big
even
old
shoes,
Mickey
that's
Mouse shoes. You're telling he's got his stupid little Keyblade. He uses little magic attacks. I don't want that character in Smash Bros.
but
And other anime
that's-
characters don't have exaggerated features.
And if you're gonna pick anyone from Kingdom Hearts, Aqua over Sora, 100%. Just saying.
we already got so much female representation in this pass, which is cool, by the way. We've actually had like the most
Are
female
you guys
representation
in
in this
female
pass.
representation in Smash?
Well, like
Yeah,
Fighters
you
Pass
against
1,
women in
Fighters Pass
Smash?
1 had nothing. Pass 1 had literally just Byleth, but this one it's got Min Min, Steve and Alex, and Pyron Mithra. Boobs. What? But anyways, yeah, but that's the thing, like, because is it spoilers to say, Matt, that Sora is your most wanted character?
I mean, it'd be pretty spoilers. Don't shoot the spoilers, guys. Please don't. do that.
But what I'm getting at though is that like that's the thing about characters. Like there isn't gonna be one that's just for everyone.
yeah,
Someone's
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not into making fun of people for like the character that they want, because I think that's a lot. There's a lot of that happening now, and that's what's making it like really toxic, I think. So that's like it's like making fun of like, oh, you want that character? You're dumb. And yeah, but I'm happy for whoever it will be. I will of course be disappointed if it doesn't start with an S or doesn't start with an M, but that's just me. Everyone else
Not
has their
Goku,
most
I'm
wanted.
disappointed.
Matt, I want to throw one thing your way as we talk about our most wanted thing. If you get Sora, okay.
Yep.
What would be the stage?
You
want to think on that while we go around?
The final boss for Kingdom Hearts 2. The final boss stage in Kingdom Hearts 2. That would be my most desired thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
Yeah. And then what else would there be?
I mean, let's not dig too much. I just want to quick.
Yeah. And then maybe Destiny Islands. Just original Kingdom Hearts worlds, not like going to the Disney worlds themselves. Just like Destiny Islands or like the world that never was or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Traverse Town could be a fun one.
Yeah, that would be really cool too.
I like Traverse Town. Billy, who would you want most as the final character if you had like a I'd be satisfied with this super well, or I want this super bad kind of a thing?
I have said this before. I have said this multiple times this stream. The character that got me into Smash speculation, the character I voted for the Smash ballot back in Smash 4, Isaac from Golden Sun. He was an assist trophy in Brawl, and back when I played Brawl, when I saw he was an assist trophy, I was like, oh my god, this character from this Game Boy Advance game is in Smash! And then he was gone from 4, and then he came back as an assist trophy in Ultimate and absolutely broke my heart. Everyone knew me as the Isaac guy when the Smash Ultimate was coming out, so when that happened, naturally everybody came to watch my reaction, and it was very heartbreaking, but I have always been a firm believer that there are no hard rules to Smash Brothers, and if Sakurai wants to, he could upgrade an assist trophy. People always ask for Waluigi, and he's an assist trophy, so I'm allowed to ask for Isaac. And also, just because Golden Sun is a fantastic series that deserves some representation, it is one of Nintendo's own JRPGs. It's not like owned by Square Enix or anything. It is owned by Nintendo. It's made by the same people that make the Mario Golf and sports games, and it's just a fantastic series that I want to see get more representation. And I think the character itself could be really interesting. In that series, you have elemental attacks called Synergy that you can use. You see in Isaac's assist trophy, he can summon giant hands. Like, he can use the move Synergy, the grab Synergy, but he's also what they call a Venus Adept, which means he uses a lot of earth powers. So he could be like our first earthbender, so to speak, of the cast. He could actually like cause the stage to break. He has so many. There's just so much potential for his character, and I would die. And also, I want more Golden Sun music in Smash because it was composed by Motoi Sakuraba, the composer of the Dark Souls series. So that's kind of hype.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that guy gets around. He also does the Tales series as well. So he's done a lot.
Titus is giving you some love in the chat where he's like, "Yo, Golden Sun, much love."
Oh yeah, yeah. I see my homies out there.
To throw a little bit more shade, there's another prerequisite that I admit I'm one of those folks, but not like hardcore. I admit if the final character is any JRPG representative that uses a sword other than Sora, I will be a little bit.
Come on. Come on, you can't give yourself
the only reason Sora is just because
you literally just described Sora. You literally
hold on. The only reason I say that is just because, not because I'm a fan, but it's because like I see how many people want him. It's like if there is one more, then it would have to be that kind of a thing. But
let me just say quickly, going back to my character Isaac, he has a sword, but you almost never use the sword in the game. You are always using your elemental attacks.
Fair.
Like there is one move where you do summon like a giant sword made of like energy, and you just slam it down on your opponents, and it's like, I don't know, it's like bigger than Goku. I don't know, it's kind of like the Spirit Bomb almost. And I think, that could maybe get a pass. But Isaac's my character, and everyone else can fight me.
Everyone, but that's what I mean. Differences. Okay, kid, what would you? So you expressed your not wanting of Sora. Who would you be genuinely happy to see on a personal level, or like a yay for fans level?
I mean, I guess because I already got the character that I wanted. So Steve is already in, so I'm already happy. I really don't care at this point. I'm just kind of done with Smash. I think it would be really funny to see another Fire Emblem character to end on. That's what I want to see.
Some
Fire
people
Emblem character
just
or
want to watch the
Goku.
world burn.
You
Just anybody but Sora. I'm literally fine with any character that's not Sora.
You don't want anybody to be happy.
Oh
They
God.
can put the Wii safety guy in Smash. I don't
Yes!
care. Just don't put Sora
Okay.
in Smash Bros.
Can I just say, I would be totally fine with Ring Fit Adventurer. I would be totally
I
fine
would, yeah.
with it.
Me too.
I have no idea what any characters in that game, so I don't have
Dude,
anything
I
to
would
say.
totally be fine with it. But
More
so,
women.
okay.
Put more women in the game.
I'd be like,
I agree.
oh,
We fit. No, not we fit. We safety girl. We can change
Yeah,
the
yeah. Let's
gender and
diversify it a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Wait. So, kid, what did you say you want? I just remembered it was something
Literally
upsetting.
anything but Sora.
Okay.
The only thing that will make me
Yeah.
happy is if Sora is not in the game. So
Okay.
that is the only thing that I can say.
Like, admittedly, that's kind of how I am too, where at this point, like, that's why I wanted to talk about this now, because I the final character, neat, whatever. I see all the things that people want, cool. If you're somebody that wants that character, I hope you get it. And I personally won't feel defeated if I don't. I get it, like, everybody will feel different, but I've publicly expressed mine a lot. And that is somebody that I don't think anybody here will want, which is Doom Guy. I personally would love Doom Guy. It will never, ever happen because it's a game for good little boys and girls. Don't bring up Bayonetta. Don't bring up Snake. Don't bring up Joker. They do not tear somebody's spine out and stab them with it. But like, I personally want that because I want like a character not only to represent a new franchise, but to represent a genre that is not already represented in Smash. And that's why, like, yeah, I would blow my mind if Doom Guy or Chief was in, because there isn't a first-person shooter really represented that well in Smash, except for maybe Samus, but I don't consider that like a hardcore shooter kind of a thing. Whereas like every other game franchise is represented. So that's like my personal note. But honestly, if I was just like super, actually maybe even prefer it more, just another character that catches us off guard. Like, yeah, I'll be happy if like Sora, Crash, or Chief or whatever make it in. But like, if it's another character that's just like, I did not think they would do that kind of a thing, that's wild. And I'd say like anything from PlayStation. I don't think that will ever happen. But if they did, I'd be like,
You just hear Ratchet coming out of the corner like, what the?
dude, I would be like, no way.
That would break Twitter. That would break Twitter. I would.
Yeah.
I don't think it would break Twitter, but like it would be a big
I'm having
deal.
bro, a
because-
Sony rip?
But like, you know, it wouldn't be as mainstream. Like if it was Kratos or somebody more mainstream. than
Kratos would
Ratchet.
break Twitter.
Yeah, Kratos would, like, it had to be somebody much bigger than Ratchet. Like Steve is from the biggest selling game of all time, other than like Tetris or whatever, or ping pong, whatever. It was Tetris. But
Steven Tetris block. Tetris L
yeah,
block.
yeah.
is the only thing
Character
that can
joins
break
how-
the battle.
Yeah, with how popular Sora is, I have a feeling that Sora might break
he
Twitter.
might, but regardless,
Yeah, as a me costume.
costume. But yeah, I personally would want somebody very unexpected on a personal level. Doom Guy, sure, I'll take Chief. On a like overall level, just either a PlayStation rep or Agumon. He is a game character. I'm just saying.
is
I looked
true.
into it.
The Digimon Pokemon rivalry can continue in
Yeah.
Smash.
Can you imagine that reveal trailer though? Like it's just Pokemon fighting, and then all of a sudden, like Charizard gets its ass whooped, and then it's like Agumon flames in. Like what?
That would be unexpected.
Exactly, unexpected. But so, okay. Anyways, though, from this point going forward, as we approach the close here, Smash is wrapping up. It's gonna literally, in their words, the final presentation next week. Is there anything you like, Billy? I agree with you. I am good with the break. I am good with like a couple year break from Smash and just enjoying what is Ultimate. If we ever have the day that we can all just see each other willy-nilly and play in the same room again, like that'd be bomb. And
Yeah.
like, what do you think in the future will there be like a Smash Ultimate 2.0, or will they reboot the series, or how long will it be from now? Like in under 2 minutes, if you can, just like a quick thing. Kid, let's start with you, Kid. What do you think?
Where do I want the? I think I've always thought
Want
the
or
future
feel?
Yeah, I think I want the future of Smash Bros to, scale back. You're never going to top Ultimate, and so I think you can't have the expectations that the next game is going to have everybody from Ultimate and more. I think we've gotten to the point where we've really exhausted everything that we could, and I think it's time to go back and kind of rework some old characters, or just never make another Smash game again. I don't know. I'd be fine with that. I mean, I don't think that everything has to always keep getting better. Sometimes I think you can have I think there's something to be said for having a piece of work and a piece of art and leave it at that. So I think I would probably just leave Smash Ultimate as Smash Ultimate, and then I think this could be his last one. I don't know. I don't see him really.
Yeah.
I would be fine with that. If this is the last Smash game, that's fine. I think Smash has been a great series for lots of years, and people will always have these games to go back to. People will still be playing Melee 50 years from now if their hands still work.
Yeah.
So, I don't think
on
there's
Switch Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Matt? What do you think?
So, if there's a new console that comes out and it's not backwards compatible with the Switch, I think they might at least do a port of Ultimate to it, if not a new game. And if they do a new game, I think they'll have to find a new gimmick to kind of sell it, because if they just do another regular Smash game, I mean, Smash fans will be excited, but it will be like, not as hype, and maybe that's what they want to do, and that's fine. But if they want to make it hype, they'll have to find some new gimmick, and I don't know what that would be. But if it's backwards compatible with the Switch in some way, they'll keep it like that. And yeah, I would assume that Masahiro Sakurai will retire after this. I don't see a future in which he continues, because he talks about how much strain it puts on him to continue making these games. And me personally, I don't want him to keep doing that if that's something that he has to go through. So, he can pass the reins to someone else, or he can just end it there and be respectful if Nintendo wants to respect that. But yeah, I do think that Smash Ultimate will be the last super duper hype Smash game. And if it continues, I think it will either be ports of Smash Ultimate or some new gimmick that they'll have to find out to sell it. That's just how I see it. Yeah.
And yeah, you bring up an interesting point about like the Switch and just if a new console comes out, because that's typically what happens. There's like a new Smash whenever there's a new Nintendo console, and starting with the 64. So and with the Switch being as mega successful as it's been, I feel like this has been Nintendo's peak, like since the Wii, or if not more. I think I forget. It's like, I think it's I don't know. It's having a lot of success. So we'll see how long is the Switch's era.
Yeah, and when they port it, they'll probably add at least like one or two new characters to it, if not a whole Fighter's Pass, but at the very least one or two.
Yeah. All right, Billy, what do you think?
I kind of have to echo what everyone else has been saying. I think if they want to make a new Smash game and it's not a port, they are gonna have to reboot it in some way, because Sakurai has gone on record saying that they're probably never going to get the Everyone Is Here again. The amount of rights you have to acquire to be able to include all of these characters in this game, I imagine the legal team must be shitting bricks every single time a new character is added. And I don't know if a rebooted game is gonna sell or be as interesting as what we have now. I just feel like they've backed themselves into a corner, and I think no matter what they do, they're going to receive a lot of criticism, because if they port the game but they don't add much new content to the port, then they're going to get shat on for that. If they reboot the game, all the people whose characters and mains they've just lost are probably not going to play the new game, or at least bounce off it very quickly. So I don't fully know what the future of Smash is, and I don't think Nintendo knows what the future of Smash is.
Yeah.
I do think Sakurai could still have some leeway in terms of developing it. Maybe not as the lead developer, but I do think that he would be sort of like a consultant for the series, sort of like how, Shigeru Miyamoto kind of just shows up and does all the stuff with Mario. I feel
Yes.
like Smash ultimately is Sakurai's baby, and there's no way you can make a new game without at least consulting the man. I don't know whether he'll retire soon or not, but I just hope that when this ends and he finally gets to stop working on Smash for a bit, he can, I don't know, maybe make a game that he really wants to, like, that's an original IP or something like that. I just hope he has a good break, because he's earned it.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'm with everybody that it's just gonna be hard to like expand this. And if they do for, I mean, the title Ultimate is so like, what would they even title the next one if they expanded it?
Yeah.
Infinite? I don't know.
Mega Ultimate.
Mega Ultimate, yeah.
Halo
Ultimate
is calling.
But right, yeah. But I think like if they did ever expand it would have to be like years down the line. Like I'm talking like 2025 earliest, absolute earliest, but I feel more like 2027. But what's probably more likely to me is just a reinvention where I mean I'd be down of like just a game focusing on like a dozen members of the cast, and it's like you're just on a literal kind of subspace, but it's a much more like involved version. It could be like 3D, kind of like the new Kirby game coming, you know, and it's like you get to bounce around between all these different Nintendo characters with maybe some third-party guests that come in to be a part of the story. It would have to be some kind of reinvention like that while they still port over Smash Ultimate. It's like, if you still want to play Smash as a fighting game, here you go. That's all I can picture.
I've always been a defender that if they ever did, they should expand Mario Kart so it just becomes Smash Kart and just get all of these different franchises in there. That would be fantastic. I don't think they'll do it, but I really want them to. They kind of touched upon it with the Mario Kart 8 DLC. So Nintendo, if you're watching,
that's
right
why we
now,
haven't
I'm
had
sure
any
you
Mario
are.
Kart news in so long. They're working on that. That's in the background.
And also because the current Mario Kart is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch, so they're kind of like, do we need to release a new one when they're just buying this one again and again?
Well, we've gone well over the hour mark, so we should be reaching our conclusion here, but there's so much to talk about. Like, I know we all had our pieces. I just want to say I love that kid is like least preferred Sora and Matt most preferred Sora. I love that. That's my favorite bit. But I do want to let our guests go, folks. But just overall, this 3-year journey with Smash will be come to a close next week with the last Sakurai Presents. I'm sure you know, a couple of us or all of us or one of us, whatever, will be doing content about it. Matt, you want to plug yourself in? Anything you're working on you want to tell folks about? And just close
on the YouTube side, I've been kind of absent. I've been in school recently, so I've been focusing on that. But there's some other projects rolling, like music, that I'm starting to get involved into. So hey, I'll probably post about that. Just look out for that. But I want to get back into YouTube. I want to do something different again, because now that Smash is kind of ending, I'll need to kind of find something else to do. So maybe a little bit of experimentation, but I love doing YouTube. I love doing it, and I will be posting more in the future. So check out my channel, lowkeymatt. I'm sure you've linked it in the description and stuff like that. So go check it out.
And if anybody is going to react very strongly to Smash, you know, 2 people to follow here.
Yeah, the opposite ends of the spectrum.
I might cry.
Yeah, you'll see
throw a
Kid go,
chair.
no, and Matt go,
I might cry. I'll try to hold it back.
Yeah, when you watch their reactions, if you've got 2 monitors, put one on one monitor, one on the other, and just line it up so you press play at the same time, and just...
I could just imagine Kid just closing the live stream as soon as he pops up.
Yeah, I'll just end the live stream. That's the end of my Smash career.
No, you throw your chair, and then somehow a chair just comes into Matt's frame and just hits him.
Yeah, Matt, you gotta have somebody ready. You gotta have somebody on standby to throw a chair as soon as I throw mine on my stream.
You fucking did this.
We can create the perfect viewer experience.
Throw it at HMK if anyone else.
Oh god, HMK is gonna be crazy. Kid, what do you anything you're working on and want to say to wrap up? plug in?
I'm just kind of working on diversifying my content right now, so not as much Smash focused. I've been working on a lot of like big Pokemon projects lately, so if that's something you're interested, tune in. You can find me pretty much just Captain Kid on any social media platforms. I'm sure you'll find me. Just look for the Deku Toad, and you'll know you're in the right place.
Social media, it's Deku Toad, but on YouTube you will see a Squirtle with a pirate hat. So, Billy, how about you? What you been up to? Anything to close with?
I don't have too much going on at the moment on YouTube or Twitch. It's been kind of a low time for me. That being said, on YouTube, although I've taken a break this week, I've been doing a weekly quiz series every Sunday where I take one of my friends and I quiz them on a game that has either just come out or is going to come out. And sometimes the questions are actually related to the game. It's great.
Yes.
It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I recently did a video on the new Deltarune chapter with my partner, and it was fantastic. That's the series. If you go to my channel, you should totally take a look at. I think it's the first video that shows up when you head on the channel, Billybae10k. And hopefully I'll be getting back to streaming on Twitch within the next month or two. Planning on doing a bit of Dead by Daylight. So if you're interested in horror stuff like that, maybe come and tune in. It'd be fun.
Yeah. There's something else I forgot to mention. I've been very active on TikTok recently. I don't post like any gaming content or stuff like that. I mainly just like shit posts and stuff. Just hit 32K on there, and that's where I spend a lot of my time. So
Nice.
go follow that too if you want
Nice.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy, I love that Presents series, by the way. That's such a cool thing. Like,
Thank you very much.
He's not telling me to say that. I just genuinely I'm like, that's such a neat idea. So
No, I'm looking at the
Yeah.
Discord logs right now. Billy did say that, so you don't have
get me on it. I want to do it. It's fun. Like, I don't know. That's awesome.
Hey,
idea.
maybe when Halo Infinite launches, I'll get a Halo Infinite quiz
God.
up for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, chat. You'll find me next week. I'll definitely be reacting to whatever the heck it is, and then because the Sakurai Presents is also happening, a discussion about just the overall character, and that will be I don't know. I'll be curious about what the content will be following that. So yeah, but we have been Captain Kid, Lowkey, Billy, and Kibi talking about our 3 years with Smash, our feelings on it, character favorites, and a little bit of speculation for you. Let us know what you thought, though, and we're gonna wrap up. So say bye, everybody. And
Yeah,
thank you
thanks
very
so much for having me on.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
been fantastic. Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Yeah, for real.
Yep, good to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.